Should you give up your right to a jury trial for a plea bargain? Imagine facing serious charges and wondering if accepting a plea deal is your best move. It's a big decision that could shape your future. Let's look at what's involved. A plea bargain is an agreement where you admit guilt to some charges, often fewer or lesser ones, in exchange for a lighter sentence or other benefits. When you accept it, you give up your constitutional right to a jury trial. That means a group of your peers won't decide your guilt or innocence. One key factor to think about is the risk of trial penalty. If you refuse a plea deal and go to trial, you might get a much harsher sentence if found guilty. For example, a defendant offered probation might face years in prison if they lose at trial. That's why many consider plea bargains a safer route. Next, consider the strength of your case. If the evidence against you is weak or questionable, fighting in court could be worth it. A strong defense might help you avoid a guilty verdict altogether. Plus, a good defense can sometimes lead to better plea offers. Another point is certainty. Plea deals give you a clear outcome. You know what you'll get if you accept. Going to trial is unpredictable. Even with a solid defense, a jury might find you guilty, leading to a harsher sentence than the plea offer. It's also important to remember that judges have the final say. Even if prosecutors and defense attorneys agree on a plea, the judge can reject it if they find it too lenient or too harsh. So, acceptance isn't always guaranteed. Trials can take a lot of time, cost a lot of money, and be emotionally exhausting. Plea bargains can save you both time and money, and help you avoid the stress of a long court process. When you accept a plea, you give up your right to a jury trial. This can be a disadvantage if you believe a jury might be more sympathetic, or if your case involves complex facts that a jury could better understand. Criminal defense attorneys weigh these factors carefully with their clients. The choice depends on your chances of winning at trial, the severity of the plea deal, and how comfortable you are with admitting guilt or fighting the charges. In the end, accepting a plea bargain can be a smart move to avoid the risks and uncertainties of a trial and get a better sentence. But if you have a strong defense or believe the deal is unfair, insisting on a trial might be the better choice. Always talk with an experienced criminal defense lawyer to help you decide what's best for your situation.